The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Claremont. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. Well, you're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's the TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. And I got my electricity back. It's a beautiful thing. Don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It's no one's truth but yours. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 56, NASDAQ up 17, S&P's up 1.5, gold contract down $3.80, trading at $13.25 an ounce. Silver down 10 cents, $17.68 an ounce. Copper flat, $2.95 a pound. Light sweet crude, $49.97 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 3 ticks, trading at 126.09. 30-year bond up 4, 155.03. King dollar down 237 ticks, trading 91.875. The euro's trading 119 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is out here trading at a price point of 110, almost 111 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We look at the cash out here. We're at 24.97. We hit 24.99. Oh, my God, look at this. Well, I kind of hit 2,500. 24.99.25. High yesterday. So it's a new all-time high. That's the bottom line. And we'll see where we shake out, where we close out. Bottom line, this thing would have to come down to at least the 24.90 to 24.84 to get a failure. And the S&P cash. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. Dow's at an all-time high. Last 3 days, 4 days. This week we just went from, we put on another 200 points. We're at 22,260. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness. Let's see who's putting the points in the Dow today. I think it's Boeing. Yeah, Boeing's putting 29 positive points into it. It's a $249 stock. You get 3M putting 12. That's 213. Apple's putting 11. That's 160. Caterpillar's putting 6. That's 121. Those points. And this is a price-weighted index, folks. So bottom line, the big boys and girls can put big numbers in. Taken away from it inside the Dow today is Goldman. That's 12 negative points. IBM 6. Visa is 7. Home Depot is 6. We get over and we take a look at the composite. Now the composite got to a new high. Doesn't look like it's going to close at a new high. What I suspect we're going to probably get, though, is we're going to get some volume in this market because you get quad witching, huge amount of volume comes in last hour, especially at the last 5-10 minutes. The composite went to 64.265. Bottom line, that takes out the high, which is your benchmark of the 27th. If we go to the NDX 100, this is really wild, man. You talk about just missing it. So the NDX 100 got to 6,009.445. The high is 6,009.607. That high was established on the 1st. Now, the number to keep your eye on, the composite, the NDX 100, however, is 5995.770. That number, folks, is the high that was generated on the 27th of July. That high, that's where we came down fast and furious. That's your benchmark. We close underneath that today. Bottom line, that's still saying that the good old NDX 100 wants to move down to 57.50. That's the lower end of this consolidation that we've been in right now. Gold contract looks to me, you know, you've had the price spread out here today. You had a pop up to the price point of a 1338. You're at 1325. I expect we're going to see the 1317, 1302 get tested once again. Silver, let's go take a look at the silver market. Silver out here is trading at a price point of $17.69. That's off 9 cents right now. Silver looks to me like it's going to try to test out the $17.32. You get about another 30 cents on the way down. We go take a look at the bond market. Bonds want higher price. It looks like we put a low in yesterday. You pull back with lighter volume, rejected lower price, and the way we're sitting here, it looks like we're going to have to build some more cars. You know, we get down to a low yesterday of 126.05. I suspect we're going to build some cars. We're going to go right back topside. This came right back to where it broke out from. It's a classic. It is absolutely a classic, meaning what markets love to do. They break out. They like to come back to that area. If they come back to that area with lighter volume, guess what? That's the retracement in a market that wants to go higher. 30-year bond, same type of setup. 30-year got down to, let's see, 154.12. Yesterday, you're at 155.02. We go take a look at King Dollar. King Dollar is going to be the wild card out here. King Dollar hasn't been able to catch a bid since March 24th, I believe. Yeah, March 27th was the last time it caught a bid. It was up for all of 10 days. It went from 98.385 up to 100.950. And then straight down. It's actually been straight down to January 3rd, but that was the last time it caught a bid. So the real question is going to be, you know, is it going to catch a bid this time? We finished an ABC structure down, got to 90.795, did the bounce, had some good juice behind the bounce. We rejected the 91.475 this morning, so that's saying, guess what? It has a shot now of going to 93.840, and that'll be quite a bounce, no doubt. Well, we'll see. Equifax, this is a beauty. So Equifax, folks, okay, this is the, you know, they just blew the, you know, their whole security, let the hackers in, gets information on 160 million people. It gets better than that. So Equifax is trading at $92.26. What I didn't realize is that Equifax also, folks, has a credit monitoring system. So they charge fees to do credit monitoring when, in fact, you get your credit report stolen, okay? So what the news out here today is that the attorney generals in all the states are saying, hey, listen, man, you got to stop this, man. You just can't be turning around selling services when you are the person, okay, that let 160 million clients out. And so the headlines are Equifax should stop selling credit monitoring on its website. Bottom line, you get the gist of it. Pretty crazy, man. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here today. Oracle's down 379. That's the top volume out there. You got Rite Aid up 10 cents. Bank of America's down 6, up 6 rather. Comcast is down 94 cents. We have Apple up $1.80. Nvidia is the mover, folks. Nvidia up big, up $10.30. You're trading 179.70, and this looks like. Let me just look at this again. Yeah, you get another. You pull bone below it. Oh, this is a monster, man. This is sick. Let me put this on a weekly for a second. Man, when this thing moves, folks, this just moves. Well, it's not going to be an ABC up because it's taking out the weekly, but it's with light volume. But let me see if this whole thing is finished yet, actually. So you get a larger ABC up. The real question is, this is, when you look at this, 2016, the stock's at $26, you're at 179. Hey, you're breaking out. That's the bottom line. Higher price coming at you. If we go into the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness, strength is in NVIDIA. That's up 6%. You get Western Digital up 3%. Henry Schein's up 2.8, and Skyworks is up 2.3. Taken away from it, Mylan Pharmaceuticals down 2.8. You get Norwegian Cruise Lines down 2.5. Comcast is down 2.4. And Liberty Ventures is down 2.2%. I want to go to Comcast, back to Comcast for a second. So we take a look at Comcast. Yeah, this is a problem child. So this is going to get interesting. I suspect what's going to happen is that more of us are going to start cutting the cord here. And I think it's just probably just, we probably could have cut the cord a long time ago, because when I look at my own, basically, watching TV, I watch movies, watch Bloomberg, and that's about it. Sports, of course. But you can get most of that without a cable. Netflix gets you the movies. You can buy the sports you want. And Comcast right now, so this is off the high of 42. You're at 36, but you're coming off a high with volume. So that's saying Comcast wants to get down to 33. 33 is the low, is the high of November of 2016, And if you don't hold that, then it's curtains, man. This has been a one-way move also. 2011 stocks at $9. Now you're up at the 40 bucks. So no doubt it's been a one-way move. Let's go take a look at some of the high flyers out here. We'll go into Facebook first. Facebook right now trading at 171.71. That's right, hanging at its highs. The high is 175. Google. Google's down $4. You're at 920 on Google. Google looks like it's going to go after its the lower end of its consolidation, which is 894. Amazon caught a nice bid on Wednesday. Again, pretty amazing. Amazon, now the difference with Google and Amazon actually looks like it's going to go make a run for its high once again. The low of the high is 1040. The high is 1083. You know, we'll see how this shakes out the next few days, but because of how it traded yesterday and today, Wednesday and Thursday, that's what's making me think we're going to try to get at least into the lows of the high. 1,001, I see. Okay, that's $1,001 actually. That wouldn't be the high. $1,001 would be the first place that you'd get some identification as to what that baby wants to do. We go into Microsoft. Let's see where Microsoft's trading out here. Microsoft, yeah, right at its highs. Microsoft, 75 bucks. And now this gets interesting with Microsoft. Microsoft is trading 75, but you are pushing that swing high with 75. This is just this. Now that's okay. So on a daily, it's pushing it, but on the weekly, it's not. On the weekly, it's going to need a lot more volume. We've done 85 million right now. You need a good 96 million on a weekly basis in order to sustain higher price. XLE, the HUI, I mean the XLF. Let's take a look at the XLE, the energy markets first. So this baby came off its high as it went into the swing point, and this is saying that the consolidation is going to stay in place. The top of the consolidation here was 67 bucks. We got to 67 flat out on yesterday. The bottom of this consolidation, though, is down at 61. If we take a look at Chevron, Chevron was the largest mover, not the weighting structure, but the mover. Chevron pulling back slightly today. That still looks pretty good. Exxon is the dog that is bringing that baby down. Exxon flat today, but you know, Exxon caught a bid. I mean, it went from 76 to 79.93 in 2 trading weeks. But bottom line, doesn't look like it's going to get to a higher price. Yeah, this is, so you're coming into, let's see, we're coming at 54 million, 46 million, yeah. You come into the lows of the bar from the week of June 2nd, and the volume's too light. If we go to the GDX, we take a look at the GDX for one of the tigers out here. This, it looks like this is what's, so we have some divergence here inside the gold market versus the GDX and versus the XAU and the HUI. So what I expect we're going to have is that, yeah, gold can trade to lower price. It doesn't look like the equities are going to follow them. They'll go down a little if we're going to go to that, if I'm right on the concept that we're going to go down to that 17 area. But the GDX looks good. You know, the GDX, you know, made it up to a price point of 25.58. You came back with dramatically lighter volume. I would actually love to see it get it to 23.56. That would have been great. We've got to 24.05. The volume, though, is anemic, and that's what you like to see on these pullbacks. The ultimate for the GDX, if you're buying it, is 23.56. That would be the number. If we go to, let's go to ABX. So we'll do ABX and we'll do Newmont. So yeah, see ABX. Let me put this on a weekly. Yeah, ABX still wants to pull back too. So on ABX, what you have, which is the largest weighting structure, you know, we came down yesterday with 10.6 million. You're up today in 7. You don't want to see that if you're a bull. You know, you just, you know, it came into the breakout area, and it did that with nice light volume, no doubt. Let's look at Newmont. Newmont's been strong. I'd like to set up a Newmont, see? Yeah. We got some divergence out in that market. That's the bottom line. Gold Bugs Index. Let's go look at the Gold Bugs Index, HUI. HUI also looks good. Yeah. So the real kick is going to be, does the gold market go down, number one? I suspect it's going to. I think the dollar is going to go up. That being said, it doesn't look like these equities, the gold, let's take a look at a couple of silver equities. It doesn't look like that the gold equities want to get hit. Silver's the same way. Yeah, I just pull up a Pan American Silver. It's kind of the same setup. And we've seen that before. We've seen that, you know, you can hit gold and the equities don't get hit. It doesn't happen a lot. And they'll get hit, you know, 10, 15, 20 cents or something. But I'm talking about not some big percentage hits. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We got our man, Mr. Dave White, coming up with us, give us a tech report. Dow Industrials right now up 55. NASDAQ is up 19. S&Ps are up 2. We are going to be right back, folks.
Tom O'Brien has just announced that he'll be coming to Boston September 30th for a free workshop, The Art of Timing the Trade. Join Tom O'Brien Saturday morning, September 30th at the Boston Marriott in Burlington, Massachusetts, as he breaks down his trading methodology and provides you with the tools to become a more successful and profitable trader. Everyone that attends in person will receive a free signed copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. Daryl Martin from Apex Investing Institute will also be presenting for 90 minutes at this free event.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Join me in Boston on September 30th as I return to my hometown for a workshop about the art of timing the trade. I look forward to seeing all the tigers and tigresses for this special free event.
All action starts early at 7:30 a.m. with a continental breakfast and wraps up at about 1 p.m. Topics that Tom will be covering during his presentation include quality volume, cause and effect, ABC structures, swing points, and much, much more. For all the information on this free Boston event taking place Saturday, September 30th, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you're looking to open your portfolio to a world of opportunity, consider the new market-safe emerging currency CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 5 equally weighted currencies from Brazil, China, India, Indonesia, and Turkey at a time when experts see great potential for global growth. Even better, it features a 7.0 leverage factor, which means you could earn a potential market upside payment of 7 times the CD's performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. The September 28th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA, FSB, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And yeah, it looks like that we just got some numbers coming out of the futures market. So hedge fund managers boosted their net bullish gold bets. They cut their bullish copper bets. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Dave White, as we do each and every Friday at 3:30. Don't forget, folks, Dave's got a great show right here at TFNN every trading day, 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. And no matter where you're listening to this right now, remember that you can get us 24 hours a day right on the internet. You go to right on your cell phone. You just go to TFNN.com. You hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great HD quality video. Dave also has 2 great newsletters. He has the Tech Insider. and that's a long-time investment newsletter. He has the Path of Least Resistance, which is his trading newsletter. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You can test drive both of those right here, right now. Dave White, what's going on?
Well, you got power back?
Oh, my God. We got power. I got power back at 12:30 today. That's a beautiful thing. Great way to go into the weekend, man.
It is. It's. I'm back to basically like it never happened. So it's.
That's what happens quick. I know. Yeah. We are spoiled little brats. Little wimps. That's how, I tell you, man, you can see how you can get soft, right?
It's, oh, man.
Yeah.
I saw people yelling and screaming down the street yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
That gets
so,
serious.
yeah, it's, people, they're not, if something really happened, man, could you imagine that?
I've been in those situations a couple times, man, and I've seen it. And, there's no doubt, man. It's important. Needless to say, what's pretty cool is that, so the guys that put my electric on, they were from North Carolina. And I said to them, I says, man, it's got to be a trip. I says, and they go everywhere. That's their contracting businesses when the storms. And I says, it's got to be kind of cool that, when you guys leave, people are out in the street cheering. He says, I know, it's a trip. Because you should have seen the street. I mean, 5-6 days without, electricity. Yeah, and you can imagine, as Duffy said, imagine just being off the grid.
It is. It's very quiet.
I dug it at night, though, man. What happened, folks, is that, we have
you didn't have air conditioning, so windows are open.
I actually did, because I had the generator. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I know. So it's a wimp, right. But anyway, but I love the stars, man, because there's no lights anywhere. The stars were incredible, man. They really were.
We had that Monday and Tuesday, and you could see everything.
Yeah.
And, of course, during the storm, there was some huge bright lights as some of the transformers.
Yeah,
exploded.
the blue. Right.
Yeah, that was kind of it. Yeah. Anyway, we got earnings from Oracle last night. It's been pretty quiet, especially in technology for the last few weeks, without much coming out. Oracle did okay, but when they started talking about how much money they're spending in the near future, well, they're down, 7% or so right now?
Right.
So this thing had done very well in its last earnings call, and I think a lot of people were looking for it to go on. Part of that was some of the spending and capital expenditures they need to go further on. But when we look at Apple and that whole thing going into expiration, where Apple is one of those stocks that just expires at the strike price, seems like almost every single month, and we're at $160.03. So I wasn't much surprised to see a little bounce today. It's going to be a lot bigger out there, but Oracle really was the only thing that had any true catalyst. Maybe some people talking upgrades and downgrades, but those are rather spurious for the most part. Earnings kind of where the rubber meets the road, and seeing Oracle pull back a little here made me think that we're probably in technology a little over the tips of our skis as far as what earnings is probably going to show us in the next quarter.
Now,
I think
Oracle's numbers, Dave, right? So, when I look at the numbers, they're still grossing the same amount they did 5 years ago. So are they just swapping out now I know everything's the cloud. I'm looking at their numbers here. So if we look at them, software's $25 billion, the cloud's $4.6. So what did they lose and what did they gain?
Well, in the last 2 weeks, they did finally kill off their hardware division. Remember when they bought Sun and bought all the hardware stuff in 2005?
Sun. Yeah, that was huge. Yeah, right.
So they had a lot of revenue, but that wasn't very high margin stuff.
Right.
So they're trading.
That's pretty wild when you buy a company and then all of a sudden that's it. The company's gone. And Sun Micro was huge. Wow. Okay.
It was. And of course they had Java out of that and some other stuff.
Yep.
And that's kind of fading away. They're really getting out of the hardware business. They're back to their core competency, which is selling services and databases. And they really, when you listen to the earnings call last night, they really spent a lot of time telling who's in the crosshairs, and that is for them.
Amazon,
they are going after Salesforce in a big way.
Oh, Salesforce. Well, because the guys from Salesforce came from Oracle anyway, didn't they? Yes.
Yeah, right.
So they have a fairly decent thing. Now, Oracle is a monster of a company. A lot of people don't, they think about them, but this thing is massive in the way that technology companies, kind of like IBM used to be. Just people everywhere, stuff going on.
Right. I guess when I was looking at their margins, their margins are 41% gross margins. That's
still not bad, but
yeah.
I think they can get them over 50 as the hardware goes away.
Okay.
So they probably should do much, but it's not a revenue number so much as margin deal. If they can trade margin for revenue, I think they'll do it. As long as they can keep the same revenue numbers. But I think that the real reason that they're down today is talking about spending a lot of this money on new web
data centers, right?
Data centers, yeah. And that's probably going to take a little while. Big company, but they've got a big deal going on in a couple of weeks.
Now, who makes all the money on data centers?
Generally, it's kind of the razor blade market.
Okay.
You get people to get to your web services like Amazon does, and then you start saying, we've got this great thing where you can set up your credit cards through us, and we've got all the software and middleware to do that for you.
Sure.
You just plug that in, and of course that's where the services and the new features and a lot of the other stuff, so that you don't have to write it. They really kind of charge you for that,
right?
And that's the razor blades, right? So it is kind of a loss leader for web services if a company writes all their own stuff, but it's pretty rare that people do that. They get the company that they like. The prices are not that different. It's just how much stuff can you sell to them. In your case, I think like on your servers, you have a package that streams the video and audio, and that's kind of the same thing. There's going to be some kind of component that needs to go on the systems, whether it's
yeah, well, it's interesting because we have two different ones. Well, for what you're watching right now, folks, we actually own those servers, but guess what? We are at the server farms, and they make sure that no one's into them. And then that's our software there, because one of them blew up, we had to get another one. But then the other one, there's one on Amazon too, and that's just all of that. That's all of what we're talking about. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Everything else is on it. You stay right there, folks. Dave and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials. Man, that green paint's going. It's up 64. Nasdaq's up 18. S&Ps are up 2.5. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man, Mr. Dave White. We are talking technology, and don't forget, you can hear Dave every trading day, folks, 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time, right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. 23andMe. I want to do this, man. I keep hearing those ads, man. I want to do it.
I was worried about the security, about sending a sample out there and maybe it finding its hands into the wrong hands. They've got a neat video. If anybody wants the link, you can just email me at path@tfnn.com. But they have a pretty good video on YouTube now. It shows you how everything's done. They don't do any of the testing themselves. They send that out in a double-blind format to yet another company.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
The samples never even go to their building. They actually go to a couple of companies that actually do the work.
Okay.
I thought maybe, I didn't really know, it was kind of murky about what they did and what they didn't do. Video did I think it was last week or the week before, did kind of clear up a lot. You can do a few, I can't even say it, a full sequence of DNA, which would be about 80 gigabytes on a hard drive.
Okay.
They don't do that. They kind of pick and choose different spots of the DNA to sequence, which is, it'd be about a gigabyte. So maybe about 1/80th of what you do. But it's the important parts of where you came from and a handful of about 15 different things that you might be susceptible to by your DNA, like cancer and other things. But you can check a little box, and it says, destroy my sample after you're done with it, destroy all the data and everything. Yeah, so you can get some control over it, which is what I've always worried about. You never know, eventually you're going to have the ability to actually create DNA. And if someone had all the data, they could just make it and say you were somewhere, basically at some point in the future, if someone wants to spend money.
Would have a twin show up?
Yeah,
That'd be
you
weird,
never
man.
know. Anyway, this company, for people that don't remember, this company was founded by Sergey Brin, one of the founders of Google's wife and now ex-wife.
Really?
And as soon as she left, everybody climbed over and they kind of went after her, like that other gal that was that had the drug company out in Arizona. Forget her name. But they ran her all out of the CVS's and everything else. She had the testing company.
Oh, yeah. She's a fraud anyway, man. That's a sick scene, yeah.
People thought that that's what was going to happen to this after the feds came after her because they didn't like the way she was saying or the way that the results came back and said, hey, you've got a 10% chance of cancer, this cancer.
I see, okay.
So they went back through, went all over again, and now have FDA approval for all the stuff that they say. And basically, it's a lot of boilerplate saying, no matter what this says, you go to your doctor first. And I think that had a lot more to do with it.
I didn't realize that the 23andMe gives you that, plus where you're from, right?
Right. It's now the other one, which is Ancestry.com, just does that.
Okay.
So if you just want to find out if you're related to somebody, you can do that one.
Well, I figure I'm Irish, but I always tell my grandmother, man, I know the Spanish Armada hit us, man.
The funniest thing was that trying Mr. Griffin on CNBC. He used to be on like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He wrote a book, and of course he was going to get tested and everything.
Yeah.
Of course he gets tested, and well, the story gets a little funnier when he finds out he's not actually related to his father.
Really?
And his mother's like 91 years old.
That's heavy. Wow.
And he's got to go to her and say, hey, well, what's this deal about?
Wow.
I'm not really related to my dad.
That's crazy, man. Holy
yeah, so he found out at 65 that, well, maybe his mom wasn't the angel that he knew her to be. So there's a little bit of that. But
that is wild.
Very interesting book, though, that he wrote on finding out who he was related to.
Really?
So many people, find out that whatever that they were told in the past really doesn't hold up.
Well, I know we're mongrels, so I'm not worried about it. I want to find out.
But, you find out that you think you're Irish and you find out you're German.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of that actually does happen. So anyway, they got $200 million in funding. Looks like this thing's probably going to go public next year.
So this is that's really like an advertising company, right? Really, I mean, they do a lot of advertising. They say what they're doing, but they send it out to different labs, right?
Right. They do the research, though.
Okay.
So they do all the data and say, okay, we know that this many people got sick with this particular gene. And
I see. They know the research. They just send it out to get tested to different labs and then look at it and say what it is. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, they just tell them, hey, this is what we want. And by not coming to their lab, they don't have the data. So it's kind of the double-blind thing.
Okay.
That's one of the things the FDA did want.
That's pretty cool.
Right, because, normally when you keep it at arm's length, it's hard to get a lot of people together for whatever reason that may be nefarious.
Yeah, right.
And that allows everybody to be at an arm's length from having the ability to total sequence your DNA.
That's smart. That's pretty cool. Okay, I like it.
Okay, we got Mr. Tesla coming back.
Let's see.
He's going to build. He's building semi-rigs now.
That makes sense.
They're going to run off of electricity.
Yeah.
And they're going to be showing them in October. That's the 26th. Now, this is going to be kind of interesting because these things are not going to have a lot of range. They're going to. What we do know about this already is that they've got some kind of a system for quickly pulling batteries out and putting new batteries back in.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure if you're going to go out, do half your route in the morning, come back, change your batteries, and do the other half of the route. We'll have to see. But there is some level of knowing that whatever these things pull, these rigs can be, 80,000 pounds.
Yep.
If you put 20,000 pounds of that into batteries, that's a fairly large expense. But these things are certainly not going to be over-the-road things. They're going to be local deliveries, which probably a pretty good use for electric
vehicles. It's big, though. Yeah, and listen, man, it makes sense because the bottom line is that, I know, like where you are, all those trash trucks are all natural gas now. I mean,
that, and you'd think that eventually the post office, a perfect example would be these guys don't go 5 miles.
Right.
All those things probably should be electric.
Yep. Wild. I know one of the guys in the den came up with a cool thing though about the electric cars, folks, is that no one would have been able to get out of Florida if they only had electric cars. So
that is one of the issues.
That's a big issue, man. I mean, that's our lifeline, folks, was gasoline. Basically in general, it really shows what it is. But when I saw that, I said, "Oh, that's so true, man." And that's not something I was really thinking about before this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have to split, but guess what? If you're down the Keys, folks, you are not. If you're down the Keys, you're not going to have a electric car. And that's actually where it would make sense because you don't go that far unless there's a problem. And then when there's a problem, if you don't leave, you're dead. So you're not going to buy an electric car.
Yep.
I don't think you are anyway. Stay right there, folks. Dave and I are going to be coming right back. Don't forget, you can test drive Dave's newsletter, the Tech Insider, coming over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters, go to investments newsletters. You can test drive the Tech Insider 30 days absolutely free. Dave and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So, talking with my man, Mr. Dave White, we are talking a deal or no deal. So, this is Lattice Semiconductor, right?
Well, there's only been a handful of times, but this is one where the president blocked the Chinese-backed investors from buying Lattice Semiconductor. And a lot of people think maybe this is going to put a cloud on the rest of them. I think this is the right thing to do because they make a lot of chips for our military.
Yeah,
So,
it totally makes sense. It's just like you saw the thing with Kaspersky Labs. It's amazing. Kaspersky Labs, folks, is a Russian company, and our companies have it as like a software. It's like, really? It's like, what are you, crazy?
well, for a while they didn't do anything, but apparently there's some kind of document floating around that actually shows that that some of the code in it and what it was doing, but apparently no one will show it. Or in the public, but everybody, including Best Buy, apparently the NSA went to Best Buy and showed them the CEO, and they're not carrying it either. So there is something there. We just don't really know what Kaspersky, whatever, however you pronounce it.
Kaspersky Labs, right?
Kaspersky, yeah. Anyway, on this one, there are a couple other companies, not many in the technology field, but I think this one's fairly big. They make a lot of programmable logic.
Sure.
And so this one's kind of like an Altera, a Xilinx,
right.
A little bit different, but that same kind of thing. But they make a lot of specialized technology that's hardened for EMP, for the military, and I think that's what they don't want leaking out.
That makes sense. Now, what's the story with MoneyGram and the chopping block and Genworth Financial?
Those two are running into problems too, and you may see those go by the wayside.
Just running into problems. Yeah, no, I can see that. Because Genworth, folks, they get a lot of long-term care. Those long-term care policies, if you have one, they're great. The people backing them, though, they're in trouble, man.
Yeah, that's
Dave, thanks so much, man. Have a great one.
See you next week.
Have a safe one. Nothing like having electricity. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, and grab it and have a blast with it. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Look forward to speaking right here, Monday morning, 9 o'clock.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.